So I'm going to turn my feet out into first position, and then I'm going to lay back from here. So while we're doing all of these exercises, we are not just letting our body flop into the floor. We are going to be held and engaged. And you really want to think about this as floor bar, right? It's like you're doing your ballet bar on the floor. So you have to think about that alignment, right? You want to think about that belly button back through your spine, out your shoulder blades, and your sides are nice and activated, your ribs are together, and there's none of this kind of a thing happening, right? So we're trying to lengthen our lower back to the floor. You can keep your hands here if you want, or you can take them to the side. We're going to start with our pliés. As I plie, you'll see that my heels are actually coming off of the ground. That's because I'm really fully wrapping around and using my turnout. So I don't want to be here, because that would almost be like a sickled position, right? So you're really, really thinking about wrapping the inside of your thighs back and around, just like you would at the bar. Okay? So follow me. We're going to do 2 demi-pliés, and then we're going to do 2 grand pliés in each position. Demi-plié. And stretch. Demi-plié. And stretch. Now we go grand plié all the way up. And this time, as we stretch it out, we're going to point our feet at the end. Point. Flex. Grand plié. And stretch. And point. We're going to open it to second. Demi-plié. Stretch. Demi-plié. Stretch. Grand plié. Down. And point. Grand plié. Down. And point. Right leg on top. 4th position. Demi-plié. Stretch. Try to keep your hips nice and even. Grand plié. And point. Grand plié. And point. Switched. Plié. And straight. Plié. And straight. Grand plié. Point. Grand plié. Point. Switch 5th. Demi-plié. My hips are already feeling warm. Demi-plié. And stretch. Grand plié. And point. And grand plié. And point. Switch. Demi-plié. Demi-plié. I'm trying to keep that heel to the big toe. Doesn't want to stay there. That's okay. Grand plié. And point. Grand plié. And point. Good. Shake that out a little bit. And now we're going to go for our tendus. So feet are flexed. We are going to go for 8 tendus to the front and 8 tendus to the side. Again, think about that rotation. Stabilize the core. Point and flex. 2 and flex. 3 and flex. 4 and flex. 5 and flex. 6 and flex. 7 and flex. And 8 to the side. Go side and flex. 2 and flex. 3 and flex. 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Left side front. Making sure you're really stabilizing your supporting leg. Don't let this lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side. Side. Flex. 2. In. And 3. And 4. rond de jambes. So since we're on the floor, we can only do half of our rond de jambe at a time. So we're going to take 4 where we're going front, open side, and bring it in. We'll go 4 that way, en dehors. And then we'll do 4 the other way where you point side, carry it front, and bring it down, flex. That's your en de down. So 4 in each direction. Okay? Four, reverse, out to come in. Feel this in your abs, belly button down to that floor. 3, and 4. Other way. Reverse. Sides come up. 3. That's actually 2. 4. Good. That's it. So now with your feet flexed, we're going to draw our right leg into a retrograde. So you're going to pull it up. Keep this foot like I was standing on the floor. You're going to rotate in and out. Rotate in and out. 3. Out. And 4. And out. We're going to squeeze it down to Susu. Change and flex. Draw it up. Rotate in and out. In and out. Draw it down. Susu and change. One more time. 4. Susu and change. And out. 2. And 4. Susu and change and flex. Okay guys, from here, we're actually going to work on a développé and then an enveloppé. So you're going to bring your leg up through the retrograde, extend and bring it down. Bring it up, extend and bring it down. 3 and 4. Reverse. Bring it up and in, straighten down. Up and in, straighten down. Up and in, straighten down. 4 and in, straighten down. Alright guys, now we're going to go to the side. 4 développés, 4 enveloppés. Reverse. Oh, shake it up. Okay guys, now we're going to go to the left, to the front. Reverse. To the side. I'm going to hit the wall here. This side is working very hard to stabilize. Reverse. Alright, shake it down. Okay guys, we're going to flip onto our bellies just to do our tendus to the back and our rond de jambes to the back, okay? So you're going to lay on your belly and feet flexed. You can stay up here with your hands right under your shoulders, or you can come lay down on the top of your hands. We're just going to work on tendus to the back. So if you're here, make sure your shoulders aren't up, but they're really pressing down, and your belly button is still trying to lift off of the mat. Tendu back. All right, good work. Now from here, I'm going to have you draw your legs into what some would refer to as a frog position, but I really want you to think about it just as a grand plie, okay? So trying to keep the heels together, we're going to grand plie, and now we're in like a traditional frog position. But instead of sitting here, I'm going to have you open one leg and then the other, just trying to get into your hips a little bit. So we're just gonna right leg up, left leg up, right leg up, left leg up. Now if you're up here, it's totally fine, same thing. Just switch, try to feel that rotation in your hips. Good, from here we're gonna shake it out, and that's our warm-up. All right guys, now that we are nice and warm, let's get into our stretching section. So we're gonna lay back down on the floor, adjust, and I want you to pull both the knees in, and we're just going to do a little windshield wiper again, just dropping the knees back and forth, really gentle. And I want you to stop. I want you to make sure that you don't go so far that the hip comes up. I'm going to keep the hip glued to the mat, and you're just working on that internal and external rotation. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to bend our knee, and we're just going to guide it around in circles. Yeah, we're just moving it around, feeling the mobility in that hip socket. I want you to really take all of the weight into your hand. Make sure that you're not holding or tensing any muscles here. We're going to move on in opposite circles. Around, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Now, we're going to work on our pushing and pulling exercise, right? So I'm going to hold my knee with both hands, and I'm going to be pushing my knee to the ceiling at the same time as I'm pulling it back to my body with my arms. I'm going to hold it for 8 counts, and then after that 8 counts, I'm going to relax. I'm going to release everything and just pull the knee in closer to me. Okay, twice. Here we go. Push, pull, 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 push, pull, pull, pull. 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Now from this position again, we push the knee up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release all the way. Good. Now we're going to take it to the side, do the same thing. You're pushing straight out as you're pulling in. Push, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. And again, push and pull. Push, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Good. Now from there, grab your knee and we're just going to twist it over. And then we're just going to open it up, release it down, shake it out. And we're going to go to the left. Starting with our hip circles, just bring the leg around. 2, 3, and 4. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pushing and pulling. Ready? Here we go to the front. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. And push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Good. Now take the leg to the side. Here we go. Push. 7, 8, release. Make sure it really relaxes there. Let go of all the tension. And again, push. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and release. Take the knee across. We're going to twist. And open it up and shake it out. All right, now we're going to grab our Theraband or yoga strap. We're going to bend both knees. We're going to start by stretching our right knee, and you can keep your left knee bent like this or straight. Either way is fine. So bending that right knee, I'm going to put it into my Theraband, stretch it up to the ceiling. Okay. We're going to do our pushing and pulling exercises, okay? So here we go. We're going to push energy out the heel, out towards the ceiling as you pull the leg towards yourself. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. And push again. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Keep this hip pushing towards the ground as well. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Now hold this stretch for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to take our leg to the side. Same thing. Here we go. Push. 2, 3, 4. Trying to create length here in this hip socket as you extend the leg out and release. Now again from here. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Last time. Pushing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release and then hold that stretch. Trying to relax your muscles for 8 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let it go. And let that leg drop down. Now we're going to just take it very loosely in some circles around. And 2. Just releasing tension. 3. And 4. Reverse that. Bring it around. 2. 3. And 4. All right, now let's do the left side. So grab your strap. take your leg up. Okay, here we go, ready? We push and pull for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And again, push, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Now, if you're flexible enough to grab your foot, you can do it like that without the Theraband and just pull with your hands and push into your hands for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release. Hold this stretch for 8 more counts. You can see here that my knee is not fully straight. That's okay. And that is perfectly okay, especially for anyone who has any sort of hyperextension. You don't want to lock into your knee and push back. So to have just a little micro bend in your knee is perfectly fine and recommended in some cases. So just keep that stretch. All right, now we're gonna go to the side. Okay, I'm gonna scoot over just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. And again, push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Now just hold that stretch for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release the leg out gently and slowly. I'm going to move a little bit more so I don't hit the wall. And we'll do our little hip circles around. Really relaxed. 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, guys, now we're going to take both knees in. You're going to give it a big squeeze and hug yourself into a tight little ball. Stretch out into an X position like a big, great morning stretch. Oh, reach whatever way you feel called to reach. And that's it.